All right, Shalom Aleichem, everybody, and welcome. Parshas Chayesara. So I'll start off with a word from the Chassam Sofer. The Chassam Sofer says in the beginning of the parsha, where it speaks about the Ma'aras Machpelah, that bekesef mole yitnenali. You paid a lot of money, shvere geld for the Ma'aras Machpelah. So Rabbeinu Bechaya says that we find three places where it was paid with kesef mole. Ma'aras Machpelah. Har Grizim Var Evo, it says Yaakov paid b'meya kshita, and the Mokem HaMikdash, it also says that David paid Arayna, he paid him heavy money. Those are the three things that we find in history that the heavy money was paid for us to acquire. So the Chassam Sofer says these three things are Torah, Avodah, and Gemilas Chasadim. We pay a lot of money for it. Torah is the Har Grizim Var Evo. That's when the Yidden made the bris, the covenant with Eibishter. Avodah is the Mokem HaMikdash, where there is the Karbonos. And Gemilas Chasadim is the Kvura, is one of the things of the Mokem HaKvura, is the Ma'aras Machpelah is Kvura. So it costs us a lot, and a Yid is willing to invest a lot to do Torah, Avodah, and Gemilas Chasadim. But I did see two pshatim, Chassidish pshatim in the Meshech Chachma, Rameir Simcha Kohen from Devinsk. And it's surprising, it's both connected to the Kינוס השלוחים. Number one, Meshech Chachma says that it comes to Eliezer, and when he does the Shidduch, there's different psukim, at different times it says how Eliezer reacted. In Pasuk Chavav it says, Vayishtachu LaHashem. In Parshat Nun Beis it says, "Vayishtachu artza laHashem." So the Meshech Chachma asks, why difference in the psukim? She says like this: when Eliezer met them on the street, Berchayv, so over there's no reason. Eliezer grew up around Avram Avinu, and it was Dailo Mashka. He learned from Avram and taught the halachas of Avram. And there's an issur of Evan Mashkis that you're not allowed to bow on a stone because it's a chelik. That's how they do by Avodah Zarah. So when he met them outside in the street, there's no stones outside in the street. So Vayishtachu Hashem, it doesn't have to say Arza. But when he went to their home, over there might be stones. So Eliezer said, the Torah says, no. Vayishtachu Arza Hashem. He knew that halacha, that you can't bow on the stone. He made sure to find a dust area, and he did the shtachavaya there. Fine, nice, lam halacha. But then he asks a pashta shaila: why did we have to learn this from Eliezer Eved Avram and not from Avram himself? Why couldn't we find somewhere the others that we see that what they behaved, and from there you would learn about the shtachavaya, that you don't do a shtachavaya in a Evan? He says a very chassidish pshat. He says, our others were a merkava. The others, wherever they were, was Mokem HaMikdash. And in Mokem HaMikdash, you're allowed to bow even on a stone. In a stone, the base of Mikdash had stones. You're allowed to bow there. Only because Eliezer is an Eved Avram, and Eliezer leaves Avram, and he goes to Besul, he goes to over there he's far away from Avram. So over there, he's far away from the Mokem HaMikdash. So over there, we know the halacha that you're not allowed to bow unless it's arza. Avram Avinu in his place, or anybody in the place of Avram Avinu, is a Mokem HaMikdash. Over there, you're allowed to bow. Then there's another thing he says. He says when he made the shidduch, the pasuk says, "May Hashem yotza hadavar." All the darshanim have a lot of speeches about this. The shidduch is the Eibishter, it's basher. He says a pshat in halacha that's also a deher. He says there's a din that a shliach, if a husband, a man sends a shliach to send kiddushin, to do kiddushin to a woman somewhere, a lady somewhere, that shliach is a machlekes in halacha if that shliach could transfer it over to somebody else to do so. Or does he have to do it himself? So it depends if he actually gave him the money to do the Ma'aseh Kedushin, or he just asked him to do it without giving him something to do. But the halacha we paskin, the Ramah paskins, a shliach cannot make another shliach to do the Kedushin. Why? Because it's only talk, and you need the das of the woman, so you can't just transfer it. So the question is, what are you talking about? Over here we have Yitzchak. Yitzchak is the Chassan Bacher. The father of Avram is the Shuyach. And Avram makes Eliezer. How is he able to do that? The Shulchan Aruch says that a Shuyach for Kiddushin, you can't pass it over to the next person. And for the Meshech Chachma, this is also again for the Kינוס השלוחים. It's because my Hashem Yotza Adavar. Because it has to happen. It's not a choice if it will happen or not. Therefore, that type of shlichus you want to transfer. V'harayin Hilchas Gittin, over there a shliach could transfer them that because it can be done by karcha. So we have to know that our shlichus in the world is going to be done. It's me Hashem Yotza Adavar. And if we need to pass it on, to transfer and give somebody else a chance, you could make another shliach because me Hashem Yotza Adavar.